Hi everybody, Dr. Arnette here. Well, I wanted to do one quick follow-up to the last week's video. I got a couple of different things to help round out my ideas of how to have a great Thanksgiving meal. Last week I talked about food combining, how to separate your proteins from your starches and being able to get a great deal of enjoyment from what otherwise could be an uncomfortable meal. So today what I'd like to talk about is I'd like to talk about the other aspects that come with Thanksgiving. The first one I'd like to talk about is alcohol. Alcohol is one of those substances that can be good for digestion in small amounts. So whether it's a highball, glass of red wine, glass of white wine, if you keep it to a minimum and really make sure it's at the time of the day where you're getting the most enjoyment out of it, don't drink mindlessly, then it's likely that the alcohol can serve you. And certainly if you have too much alcohol, then nothing feels good. The second one I like to talk about that's also an important one is coffee. Now coffee here is not a substitute for tea. For small amounts of highly acidic coffee, what we call an espresso shot, was developed to help improve digestion. At the end of a big rich meal, to have a small amount of highly acid product, could be apple cider vinegar, actually helps to improve digestion. That's where coffee can potentially be healthy for ourselves. Now, if you go have one of those big old mixed up shaky things with coffee and milks and sugars and flavorings, that's certainly a different thing. I call those desserts. Number three, what we want to make sure we get is our walking in. The number one thing that can really help your digestion is to just make sure you're moving your legs a bit after you've eaten a degree of it. I don't know if you have a dog, but I have a dog, and that dog cannot go do his business unless he walks a bit. That's because he's neurologically wired that when his thighs move, that's what moves his bowels. If he just lays still for hours, he can't go move his bowels. We humans are the same, although we like to take laxatives rather than walk. Nevertheless, go walk. It's much better than a laxative. Now, we're not talking about chronic cases. We're not talking about medical cases here. We're talking about general recommendations. And the last thing I wanted to say today, to keep it nice and short, is this is a time for us to say thanks. Thanksgiving, we're giving thanks. And gratitude, not the typical, from my voice, that you need to give to other people. Many people have that down. I want to remind you to give gratitude to yourself. For if you've listened to this video, you're interested in health, and that means that you're trying to go against the tide of just basic raw emotions and instincts towards foods and life, and you're trying to come to some awareness and to try to deal with the energies that go inside your mind over all these topics, please give yourself some gratitude for that, for that's the miracle. We are the crest of the wave of human beings who are able to take our basic instincts and go, maybe not today. Maybe I can breathe into it. Maybe I can think a little bit differently. And so if you follow these, please, let's end with some gratitude. So from all of our voices and all of our thoughts here at ParkView Health and Wellness Center, before I came in to make this video, they told me to tell you all that we all want to offer a gratitude to every single one of you who are listening and those of you who both support the clinic and who are like-minded in the way that we like to help bring health to people. So from all of our hearts, and particularly my heart to yours, I'd like to say a happy Thanksgiving. Namaste.